stories you've heard. They don't tell the whole truth. The island is indeed the place of legend. There's power and vast riches as well. But those who've gone before you have simply vanished, never heard from again. I saw the horror, the madness that overcame the crew. It was beyond any evil the world has ever known. How I survived, I do not know. The contents of this box are not of this world. They will guide you to that one, wherever and whatever that may be. Go then, Captain. Chart your course and your fate. I will say a prayer for the souls of your crew.
I don't think I'll be able to make a character. I'm just in queue. Maybe. Oh. But that's all I'll say. We can make the character, and then when we're actually in the queuing, we'll start reading, okay? Alright, hit. Let's go. Hit New World. New worlds, view worlds. All right, then hit in it. That's the one we're in right now. Double click it. Double click it. You click it. Yeah. Oh, I see. So hit escape. You made a mistake. There we go. Hit continue. Or, oh, I see. Hit regions. Oh, you're in US West. Oh, I see. Create. Actually. Oh, that's true. Go ahead. Yes. Oh, there we go. And then now click it. Select world. Well, now you actually create your new character. You're now playing off Brendan's old character. Why not? Give me a scar. Oh, I'm a bishop of the highest order. They don't have balding 38-year-old men on here. Come on. Oh, no, that's too long hair. I'm like partially bald with small hair. R-O-C-K. Name's already taken. Oh, I'm so pretty. Okay, got good old scruff. Brown hair, black beard. That's about my eye color. Features. Oh, let's do that. Scars. I have been horribly disfigured. The name's already in use. Tattoos. Oh, I don't have the tattoo I have. Ooh. Oh yeah, if I'm a ship captain. Mm. I'm a sailor with a pretty sparrow on my face. Right. This is what happens when you're in when you're in queue time. You're just in the perpetual black screen after choosing your character. I'm curious. My character will still be there if I close. I don't want to close it though, so then I'll lose my queue position. Is it broken? Oh. So let's just restart the game.
Did you actually close it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lazing around like you.
Oh, there we go. I could have just been patient like you. What if this is the way how to break through it? You just then you leave and come back. It's the game, man.
The game, man.
Ooh, it's the game. Get Justin to clarify. It's the game.
Yo, Chloe, you're in a desert.
Man. How you doing this day?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm really surprised I'm getting into New World, but this is a time of surprises.
Oh. How long until you decide no more and then you're gonna finish that battle pass? How far are you on the battle pass again?
Like 40 something.
There's like 60 or something.
Yeah.
Almost there. You're almost there.
Me too. 983. Nice. Here we go. Just takes a million years for the Q thing to pop up. What if since I actually selected choosing Eden, what if like they put my 55 in that game? Like
that would be not too out of the ordinary for their type of QC, but also hilarious.
I'll roll with it until they kick my account, because that's something they'll like. You could see me getting permaban for that, something like that.
I mean, given the fact that they had an item duplication that could be accidentally done,
and then you get permaban even if you accidentally trick it.
Something like that, I think.
I want you to get
I don't actually know what their reaction to that was, but that entire it was a fiasco.
Yeah, it was.
Don't press X, Curry.
All right, Char.
And then there was a quest
go-
that didn't actually finish, so it just spawned more items too.
So you can have your speaker up so you can hear the moment you get queued in, but let's turn off that monitor, okay? So we're not. There we go. All right. X for everyone.
Once it, Curry. Once it is on, can I play until I get to a safe spot? Because
That makes sense. That's if it happens while I'm reading.
yeah.
Most likely we'll be done with reading and then we wait a little more. Maybe we'll turn on Gundam or something that we can wait time-wise. Or for you, probably Roblox. You're gonna be like, I'm playing Roblox while waiting. Ding, 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 ding.
You Roblox fan.
And then it's no longer waiting, and it's just playing Roblox only.
All right.
Oh, I'm ready.
You ready? All right. What part's this? Nice.
The part that you're at.
Oh, what are you playing, Justin? Looks like something that
The
Charlie.
yearly escapades that I haven't done in over a year, so I don't.
That's definitely something that the Brohim can't see. But I'll share my screen.
It is not something that would be appropriate for Charlie to play, though.
Yep. I'm also live. There we go. All right. After 5 days, so remember what happened? The soldiers saved Paul. As there was a plot for him. To get him. To gut him. To tear him shred to shred. After 5 days, Ananias, the high priest, came down to Caesarea with some of the elders, and with a barrister named Tertullius. They told the governor what they had against Paul. Paul was summoned, and Tertullius began his speech of accusation. Most excellent Felix, we are enjoying great peace because of you. Through your wise foresight in planning, things have greatly improved for this people. We welcome it in every way, in every place, and with every feeling of gratitude. But, so as not to keep you waiting any longer, I beg you of your forbearance to listen to us briefly. We find this fellow to be a public nuisance. He stirs up civil strife among all the Jews, all over the world. He is a ringleader in the sect of the Nazarenes. He even tried to defile the temple, but we caught him. If you examine him yourself, you'll be able to find out about all these things of which we're accusing him. The Jews added their voice to this speech, agreeing that it was just as had been said. So they brought like someone who's really good with his words, a lawyer. And so he's like through great.
To be fair, that's a different type of lawyer than what we think of nowadays.
Yeah.
Maybe it needs a different wording.
But that's what
like
they're...
a more contextual word for for at least people that don't know any different.
Well, I use the word Tertullius. I don't think they say lawyer on here. Just so
Yeah.
so they're presenting a case.
Yeah.
Yeah, case.
So it'll be like if we found Justin to be a public disturber of the peace, and then we go to the governor of Oregon, which I think is Kate Brown right now, and we go, Kate Brown, and then you could be the speaker,
No.
like, oh, Kate Brown, and pretend like Kate Brown actually had an army at her call, pretend that she was also then like working on behalf of Joe Biden, the president.
Wow.
We're just bringing this
Would
analogy.
that be more of a judge thing than a lawyer? If you're thinking of.
Well, during this time, pretty much Caesar will have different levels of rulers.
Well, yeah, that's like judges in
No,
our
it
current.
wasn't. I mean, they did judge at the same time. They did it all. They kept the peace with their soldiers, and then they
Well,
also.
yeah, I'm just saying for it's more close to what you're saying than a lawyer is in modern
Yeah,
day.
it's hard with modern analogies.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
131.
think of a good one that would work that might be more.
Yeah, I think local leader is good, but then add to
Yeah.
local leader where they can settle cases.
I
We
mean,
already started.
analogies aren't always very
Let's
good,
finish.
which. Yeah, I'll stop.
Oh, it's cool. Thank you for your thoughts, Ustin. Jokes about lawyers are unkind, ungrateful, uncharitable, and often uncannily accurate. I remember listening in horror as a clever and unscrupulous young lawyer in a meeting of a college governing body constructed a radically powerful argument out of bits and pieces, scraps of ideas, and made a case which colleagues found hard to refute, even though everyone who knew what was in fact going on knew it was nonsense. That is, after all, what lawyers are paid for, to make sure that everyone that can be said on one particular side is said. And part of the problem in the ancient world, as in the modern, is that people with money and power can hire extremely clever and effective lawyers who can not only master their brief but also present it in such a way that a jury, and for that matter a judge, will be led along by it to the conclusion the client wants and has paid for. Barristers will of course use flattery if they think it will help, and with someone like Felix it probably would. So I guess the ancient world for that they called them was barristers. For lawyer.
Okay.
Interesting. Barristers. Many observers at the time and most historians ever since would disagree strongly with Tertullius' opening lines. Judea may have been technically at peace, but there was seething discontentment rumbling along just below the surface, ready to burst out at any excuse, such as catching a supposedly renegade Jew, someone who fraternized with pagans in the temple. Likewise, Felix was not actually a man of wise foresight, nor that he made many great reforms and improvements in Judea, nor, in fact, was he especially known for forbearance, or, as we might translate it, graceness. But of course, Tertullius was hardly likely to tell the truth, which was that everyone laughed up their sleeves at this slave-turned-governor and his high-handed ways. Truth is a casualty in war, and a law court can be, as it was in this case, continuation of war by other means. And it carried on like this. We can see the point to this extent. If you want a quiet life, with things going on much as they have, and everybody going about their business, then you really don't want someone like Paul coming to visit you often. He is, from that point of view, a nuisance and a troublemaker. The problem is, of course, that he is all that's seen from the point of view of people who have the system sewn up to their own advantage. Everything's just fine. Don't make a fuss. Just keep paying your taxes. Do what we say, and nobody need get hurt or even upset. That is ultimately the high road that leads to Aurelian brainwashing. Don't worry. Don't worry about making things different. Big Brother will look after you. For those who think that Big Brother is just a television program, try looking in a bookshop from George Orwell's famous and chilling book 1984. The date may be long past, but the theme is still extremely relevant. The Christian gospel, it is often said, is designed to comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Paul was good at the former, at his pastoral themes in letters like 1 Thessalonians make clear, but it would be fair to say that he specialized in the latter. The charges against him, then, were the classic themes that a Roman governor might be expected to take notice of. Trouble is something we can do without. The reason we Romans are here in the first place, Felix would have known only too well, is because there is always likely to be trouble on the eastern front. All the great Western empires have looked to the east, out beyond Turkey, and have shuddered at the thought of the massed hordes of barbarians ready to sweep down and take over the West, with their ancient or modern weapons of mass destruction, at a moment's notice. For Rome, it was Parthia. For the Middle Ages, it was the Turk, meaning loosely Turkey and point east, the Muslim hordes, for today. And the second reason we are here, Felix might have reason, is because the great imperial capital to the west needs food. Italy can't grow enough grain to feed the crowded city of Rome. Egypt can, however, and it is absolutely vital for the safety, not to mention the luxury which Rome requires that the supply of ships full of that precious grain keeps coming, and that nothing, no trouble elsewhere in the Middle East prevents it. Once again, this sounds strangely familiar, though it isn't, of course, grain that today's Western Empire needs from the Middle East, or that makes them so jumpy about the thought of trouble. So Paul was caught in larger issues not of his own making. The accusation of being an agitator, a nuisance maker, wasn't just the sort of thing that might earn a rap over the knuckles as a silly or petty criminal. It was more serious, a threat to public order at a place and time when public order mattered rather a lot. He is fomenting civil strife. The word is the same as was used in connection with Barabbas. And indeed, the charges against Paul here have several echoes with that chapter, notably with the accusation against Jesus himself in the first two verses, perverting the people, forbidding them to give tribute to Caesar, giving himself out to be a king. So Tertullius declares, Paul is a ringleader, a central figure, and a stirrer-up. And this new sect, the Nazarenes, just as the Christians didn't have a standard word for themselves at this point, so nobody else seemed quite to know what to call them either, but the memory of Jesus of Nazareth opened up the possibility of this loose title. And in particular, Tertullius finally came to the charge which had been thrown at Paul in Jerusalem of defiling the temple, or at least attempting to do so. Verse 7, by the way, which is absent here, is an addition in some late manuscripts, adding an explanation about the tribune seizing Paul in the temple. This brings us all the way back to Stephen in chapter 7, of course, and the question of early Christian attitudes to the temple, which haunts Acts but is never fully resolved. At one level, it's clear that the early Christians still went on going to the temple and indeed offering sacrifices. But at another level, it's clear, not least from the letters which Paul had written, but now to various churches, that the temple in Jerusalem had been totally upstaged in their mind by the new community where the Spirit was living and active. Nothing more is said in Acts, after Stephen's speech, about the future of the temple, but within a few years of Paul's trial, Mark's gospel at least will be written, recording the rather full prophecy of the temple destruction. Mark 13, paralleled in Matthew 24 and Luke 24. The first generation of Christians were thus living in this strange time of overlap, with the ancient temple under judgment, but still a major symbol which they weren't prepared to abandon until God made it quite clear. But with the new temple, the community of which Peter, James, and others were pillars, the community where God's own Spirit now lived, and the renewed humans of whom the same was true individually, already up and running. It was an uncomfortable time, to say the least, and of course it is typical of much early Christian thought, not least Paul's, that one has to say both now and not yet at the same time in many different areas. Not that Paul is going to get all of that in his defense. Indeed, though, he does this time make reference to the specific charge about defiling the temple. He once again shifts the ground to more important matters, but for the moment, Tertullius' speech looks damning. We assume Luke has drastically shortened it. No professional barrister will expect to pocket his fee for precisely 50 seconds worth of work. And that's reading the Greek very slowly and ponderously. There is a build-up of serious accusation. There had, after all, been a riot in Jerusalem. That's why Paul got picked up in the first place. Riots are bad news for the authorities, and they seem to happen where Paul is. That makes a good sense. So everywhere Paul went, riots will happen. Would that look good for Paul? And there is no question that he is a member of the Nazarenes or Nazarenes. He won't deny that, or that he is a leader of the group, or that they are in trouble all over the place. We know about these sects. Felix will have thoughts and the danger they are to public well-being. And why was there a riot if he wasn't up to no good in the temple? So there is a strong prima facie case. This man, good old smart man throwing some Latin. What do you think, Charlie, prima facie means? Yeah, it's like he presents a good case.
Prima facie.
Oh man, I said that totally wrong. Prima facie.
Prima facie.
Based on the first impression, accept it as correct until proved otherwise. On the first impression.
Prima
So,
facie.
the barrister, remember his name?
So like how people treat English words that they've never heard, but he wrote them down.
Okay, when we get back, we'll talk more about
Prima facie.
We'll talk more about prima facie.
Prima facie.
Prima facie. What an interesting word. Based on the first impression, accepted as correct until proved otherwise. Oh, so it's like when you're so good at what you say that people are like, yeah, that's totally true. Which, like, is a lot of the issues we're in today. Okay, so prima facie. What does prima facie mean? No, actually, it means like if Charlie, my friend, if I go, you know what, Justin, when he comes out, he smells like wet dog and dirty socks. And I say it in such a way and I present such a strong case, you're like, I totally believe Justin smells like wet dog and smelly socks. Until like
I mean, that is a trust thing also, which is probably related to it, since it's just an expression that, like, that even we have in English, but it's not like as concise because of how the English language is. Like,
yeah, he just throwing that.
Impressions.
He just so it's like one of those Latin terms, you know. So it just means that like you just take
it's
it.
It's a fancy way of saying what.
Like persona non grata means someone you dislike someone so much that they're out. They're like kicked from being president. Like falling off favor. It's like then prima facie is another Latin word that means you accept it at first. This man is a nuisance. So this is who they're talking about now? No, they're talking about Paul. This man is a nuisance, a troublemaker, a fomenter of civil unrest. And as a particular example of this general bad behavior, he's been trying to do what we always suspect these Christians of doing, demonstrating their contempt for the whole Jewish way of life in general and the temple in particular by coming and defiling it. Only when we allow the weight of these charges and their prima facie plausibility do we face the real theological problem that has been looming up behind the rather stylized account of a typical first-century barrister making a sly speech to a typical first-century principal governor, provincial governor. This is how the authorities get at truth, so that they can do justice. Is the world threatening to collapse into chaos after all? Will not Paul be better doing what many revolutionaries have done in many places and at many times, and what many people today assume will result from any attempt to combine religion and politics, namely to deny the validity of the courts and declare that he wouldn't have anything to do with it, since obviously it wasn't capable of bringing about God's justice? Was he being merely pragmatic and going with the flow of the hearing? Or are there more important principles at stake? principles such as we find in the 13th chapter of his own letter to Rome. And do those principles not flow directly from the deeply Jewish belief that the God with whom we have to do is a God of both creation and providence? These are major issues of great importance in the early 21st century, and Acts has a lot to say about them. All right, I think we talked enough, so I'm in 660 position. So now we wait. No.
No, you wait.
Well, I think I'll try to do some evolution. Oh, and an incompatible easy anti-cheat driver version is already running. Please exit other running games or reboot. Oof.
Time to play on your laptop.
Time for me to play a Bullet Heaven.
And before that also has anti-cheat, like everything does nowadays. Thankfully, that's a genre that's mostly indie at this point. I can't wait till I see in a couple years and AAA one trying to go on the bandwagon comes out, and it's all 90% microtransactions. You know what I mean?
You have to repeat all that. There's a lot. What were you saying?
I was saying I can't. Thankfully, the Bullet Heaven sort of genre is still indie. I can't wait until the AAA in a couple years. That like one AAA version of it that just tries to get onto the bandwagon and is like 90% microtransactions. That just ruins the entire purpose of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as you can see, they're finally starting to catch up with Stardew Valley coming out.
Mm-hmm.
With all the Harvest Moon and stuff becoming popular again. Like, did you see the Nintendo thing, or it was one AAA like announcement thing a couple months ago? It was like 6 different like farming or sort of like home buddy games.
Yeah, I did see that. So I guess 30 minutes with Gallo or Divino.
It's the one with the Laurel or the time freezing one.
Oh yeah, there we go. All right. So, okay, Galileo, find the Forbidden Scroll of Morbane. I don't know where to find that. Don't know where to find the mirror. Don't know where to find the
I think they
trumpet.
made it so that it shows you where those are on the map select now.
Oh, does it?
Like which maps or something.
Okay. All right, so we'll do. Let's find 30 minutes with either Gallo or Divino. Gallo. Oh, there we go. It's on the top left.
Because otherwise, the only way to tell before they added that was from the patch notes. Or knowing it. So yeah, patch notes.
Darn it. That's music. What's... Oh, lock selected makes it so that it'll just go there every time.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's like if you choose like random or something. And the difference between Forsaken and Hyper is like tempo of the music, pretty much.
Oh, that's funny.
When you have Hyper mode on, it speeds up the music.
Yeah. So I have I'm picking up Out of Bounds out of the cars, and freezing enemies generates explosions.
Yeah, that one's really good if you're playing with a character that starts with it.
Yeah, it just like... Oh, and he starts with on... Oh, man. Ooh! I don't remember which one to pick.
Reroll. Since you have damage,
Mm-hmm.
you can just stick with a secondary ability like extra curse if you wanted a faster start.
Hmm. Let's do it.
And that also will the evolution that goes to also.
Oh yeah, I need to pick up that then. All right, and then you pick up rings.
Yeah, those ones you can do last because they can go over the 5-item limit
Yeah.
because they're
True.
already on the ground.
What is on the map? Oh, what's on the map?
Just those.
Oh, just those.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, the bone zone is a
Okay, so rings, and we're
special one.
trying to remember what goes. Oh, the laurel. So I'll pick up laurel eventually.
Yeah, the laurel is the right and left and right, which is
Yeah.
the defensive one.
Pick that up. Gosh. All right. I'll just get near those spots and start picking up when I get full items. Oh, wait, does it? Oh, it's actually let's go towards the question mark. Should I go cross? Cross and clover. Luck is nice to have.
Luck is generally nice, but you not in this map.
Not on this map, you think?
No, not unless we explicitly have extra items that do it.
I do like this. I do like the goons. Guns
You're
are
gonna
nice.
want either something that can insta kill or heal you when you hit things.
Slow when I hit things. You say?
Heal when you hit things, like the
Mm.
whip or garlic,
Hmm.
or mostly the whip actually. Garlic not so much.
So I remember now what I do. Okay. I'll do double guns and I'll do double because it's like when you get them, it's pretty much guaranteed. It's like super powerful once you get. Okay, oh wait, I need to get double guns, revive, and just get double birds. So that will go. Those will go
Double
down.
bird is actually not the best one. One of the best items you can get is Sand Water and the evolution. That will probably top your DPS charts no matter what.
Sands of water.
The one, it's the like tub of water.
Oh, Sands of
with
water.
the
That one.
magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could get that one after because one thing that's cool about these is they're both okay by themselves, but once you combine it, they're really, really strong. And then I could add another item to take over.
Well, yeah, but I just meant like before then, before like the birds or something, you do the water one and then, because that will be your top DPS outside of the insta kills.
Oh, Sand and Water is just hands down that strong.
Yeah. Yep. Don't know why. Still is. The power of the water is strong.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know Sands of Water, Santa's Water.
It's
like,
been one of the top performers ever since that evolution was released.
Hmm.
The birds used to be the best one out before them, though. And the Pentagon one is also really good for that map because of just how it's an insta-kill no matter how much health enemies have.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really slow, so it requires a lot of cooldown reduction to be usable.
Yeah.
And there goes people not having their their mic muted while having blasting music through the headset, through the microphone.
What do you mean?
I mean, in the game I'm playing.
Oh. Oh, I see. So you're hearing the game they're playing.
Or them being really bad at singing, one of the two.
Okay, so I need a plan. So double guns, water, double birds. I have room for one more, which I need a laurel.
Yeah.
Okay, double
Laurel
guns.
will probably be an important one to get early too.
So double guns. Now I need to think about my passives.
Well, first of all, you're stuck with what you have to get, which is the magnet, the revive,
Oh yeah.
and probably some healing items to make your life easier until that point.
So there's the
Because
bird.
if you don't live, you can't get the things
Mm-hmm.
to make you strong.
No. I'm out.
All right. Okay, so I need the grabber. Need revive. And laurel.
I'm out.
In which laurel goes with those grabbies. So I probably get spins because extra damage is always nice. Hey, Char.
In this case, you probably yeah. I was thinking either armor or the
Yeah, cooldown reduction definitely.
Because that one's like always good.
Armor, you say, is always good?
No, I meant the cooldown reduction.
Cooldown reduction, yeah.
Armor is just very important to not die, so.
Oh, hello, special one. Give me your chest. I take payments in chest. Okay. Don't need duplicates. Should I get more XP? Your duplicate is nice, actually.
Let's see. You still have two items that you need to get.
So I have room for two more.
Pretty much.
Now let's
You
get
still have 3 re-rolls, and you can start doing skips if you're.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe banishes might be better early on.
what?
You might want to start using banishes as soon as possible.
That's a good call. So maybe I don't want the crown. Right now I don't have anything for that. Should I take Spellbinder? No, I'll banish that.
I would have banished Cross.
Oh yeah, I gotta think of the weapons. Good call. Spinach. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, here we go. Spanish knives. I don't know. Ooh, that hurts. Let's banish lightning ring. Okay. Hmm. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is getting scary. Actually, I might have to redo this. Cool.
And remember, they don't do damage if they're frozen, so you can use it as a...
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
At least they shouldn't. I don't know if it's been changed since I actually used that tactic.
Here we go. All right, let's clear. Actually,
I see you going for the light sources, the braziers. So the reason why I was saying defensive and healing so much is that map you don't get healing from them ever. Like they
Oh.
do not drop items.
Oh,
Like healing
nothing.
items.
No, there's no chicken whatsoever that drops. Oh, that makes.
No.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
So you need health regen or
Something, yeah. Okay. I might just have to.
medication
I
and/or
might just have
both.
to restart. Just do it. Yep. That's a good point.
Here comes the few times that my random knowledge comes in use.
Oh. You can lower the amount of max weapons you have.
Yeah, it can be useful for just making sure it doesn't fill up the levels later on. Or if you have the Arcana that explicitly buffs having less active items.
Hmm.
But I don't think you have that one currently.
Hmm. Just checking.
Because
Right.
it's on the end of the list. What's up?
I'm just looking at these. Generate explosions when they expire. Is affected by curse. Hmm. Reduced. with my basic item being. Okay. Start banishing things I don't need. Maybe I should have picked up an item just at the very beginning so I had some more damaging items, whatever. This is why, yeah, next time I'll do Spanish and then I'll do... We'll see.
Yeah, the fire rod might be very important for that because it can pierce once it's evolved, and also uses the sponge as the evolution item.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good because, you know, piercing,
Hmm.
which is quite valuable for just moving around. Without becoming a pancake.
You know what? You're gonna have different styles, and that's okay. Alright. I want capricious cats. Fireballs are nice. Alright, let me think. I want Laurel. Laurel. So I want Laurel. Guns. I have room for one more. Song of Mana is a lot. Is really nice because it slows. So I have Soul, Laurel, and Freeze. I will be pretty strong if I do that.
If you can survive long enough.
Because Banish pretty much gets useless the moment that you have your items.
What is?
Banish is, I mean, like Banish, pretty much Banish and Skip is then becomes useless. Oh wait, you want to say, yeah, Banish gets useless once you have all your items because only items show up when you level up that you have. So my goal is to get all the items that, if I can, get all the items that I want, and then save Banish as a last.
No, I mean banishes like if you're sure you don't want that item, you just make it so that way it doesn't appear again anyways.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
rerolls also work for Arcanas when you get them throughout the
Oh really?
match now. Yeah, they made it so it works on the Arcanas.
Oh.
Which means you might want one or two for that.
That makes sense.
If
Yeah.
you had more unlocked.
Oh, come on. Yeah, so I need to save my rerolls. Spanish. I don't want whip. Even though upgraded whip is pretty nice.
It heals you,
Yeah.
which is very important on that map.
And that's actually, if I remember right. Oh yeah, it's one of those that you can super upgrade.
Yeah, that one's I'm not used to still.
Gosh darn it. I forgot about that. I think I just banished it too. Next game. goes with garlic, correct. Okay, I don't want Spellbinder, so let's get you out of here. Okay, there's the question mark. Oh. It seems like you don't even get the time freeze in here.
No items.
Oh, wow.
And that's one of those items.
Yeah. Oh. So I gotta make sure I'm picking up every experience. I'm used to just waiting until I get a full room. So I actually gotta be picking them up. I'm not. So, bird. A lot of coins do get dropped, though.
Yep. That's because that's the only thing that can.
Maybe I should have got the dropping coins. Makes things explode. Puss, Matt.
Yeah, one of the better arcanas for that is just the one where you can get heals from picking up gold because, well,
Yeah. And I'll make it so I wouldn't have to pick up a passive heal if I just get it from coins. Especially since I move, I get coins.
yeah, but also passive heals is still very valuable, but
Yeah.
generally, yeah. Since it's an active heal instead of a constant
Yeah.
passive one, it might actually do better.
Ebony wing. Here we go. This is a new day. The queue will be slower tomorrow, Chara, because everyone today is making their new character and trying to strike the new land.
Strike afresh upon the soil of opportunity. I had to think about that one too much.
Oh man, I know I could do this better. And I remember the whip, and the whip's great healing. Man, you get so much money from that one.
You could probably put more points into Banish too.
Yep, I have enough to put one more. Okay. Oh. Actually, explosion from that's really nice. All right. Okay, wait. You're 2-1, Char! You're beating me by 7! Dawn. Like Donkey Kong. Banish. I don't want Shadow Pinning. There's no chicken in this map.
Yes. Or turkey.
Or turkey. It's called floor chicken. It's called floor chicken. That's what they literally call it.
But turkey it's what it's based off of because you get it in Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the walls.
You come to me and talk about floor chicken?
No, I come to you and talk to you about wall turkey.
There's no chicken. It's coins. Oh, coins are chicken. Right. Don't need stone mask. Yes, friend? Attaboy. Larger health pool is what triggers with whip, if I remember right.
Yeah.
I could easily look, but I was like, I have my encyclopedia right next to me. Actually, I don't want any of those. I think I don't want skull. Candlebearer goes for axes, and I don't need axes.
Or area, which is also useful.
Yeah.
But
Don't need,
yeah.
Don't need area.
Hey, Kieran.
Hmm.
Who are you?
154. You're a 146.
Insert Murloc noises.
Wow, way to age yourself. Who plays? Who does any?
Again, boy, again, and
Huh?
you again.
Who does World of Warcraft references anymore, or Warcraft 3?
People that have played WoW before.
We all forgot about World of Warcraft after Blizzard self-annihilated itself.
Eh.
Yeah. 142. Okay, do I still want?
I've heard Dragonflight is actually a decent expansion, so people have been going back to it.
No.
Again.
Let me think here.
Are you just saying no, that it was not a good expansion?
No. I'm just saying no to his. What he's telling me to get. So I got that. I need Laurel. So that makes 4, and then I want double guns and double birds. So I need to wait. Do I want spinach? We talked about getting spinach. Do I want do I want spinach though?
And Double Birds requires a lot of investment, so that's
Yeah.
very hard to actually get to work well. Because not only do you need to max out both birds, you also need to max out the union because it has its own need levels.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sure. Is it? Oh, you're doing survival disasters.
Do you want a quick tip?
What's that?
You can skip the opening animation with escape.
What? Where were you when I was born?
Look at that. Damage
can't-
reduction.
I can't get it though if I want to go double bird also.
But you can, because you have 4. And then you can get the double laser thing.
I get but I also need room to then also get the magical
Since you
whip.
don't have... You already have the whip.
But there's the extra level whip.
You don't...
The
you
white
just
whip.
want all the things.
Yes.
That is like the worst place to have all the things.
Mm.
It is the challenge area after all.
Yes, friend? What's your question? Sure. Yeah.
Okay, timer.
I'll banish the axe. Don't want fire wand. More pickup. Just get that maxed up. I probably should get whip also so I can max out whip.
Yeah, I think probably max out the whip at ASAP so that way you can
Start getting health.
yeah.
Oh my god. I'll beat you.
Escape.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
S-
Oh. Oh no 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 no. No no. Don't you think about it. Don't you think about it. Oh my gosh. No. Can't happen. Damn it.
Here we go. All right. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, it's done for me too. Oh yeah, yeah. Hit allow access them all. There we go. You're doing better than me.
Okay, first I get. Oh my god. What is this? I'm going to feed in a reboot with just a time frame.
Oh, let me.
Okay.
You! Come closer. Your captain needs you. One of those blasted things jabbed me. Hey, that demon storm. A voice in my head. These foul creatures. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I think so. I could have sworn I saw one of the swabbies, but it was one of those.
All right. I gotta finish this out though.
Or you don't have to because it's a single player game.
That's true. It's just gonna be hard to. I'm afraid if I mean like I can't like just pause and come back, or like just turn it off. Save.
I
There's
mean,
no
you
save.
could minimize it.
That's true. As long as I don't close it.
And before banned for having
I
another game.
don't know. I lost it when the ship went down. But this voice, she says I need to get it back. You! I order you. Search the beach. If we don't recover the box. No. Wait. I will find it. No. Please. I can't die here. Not like this.
Tom.
You wash up on my shore, exhausted and weak, and I welcome you home.
There we go.
That's what it
Ah!
What have you done? The source. It was my destiny to claim that.
Mommy, well, enough of it.
Yeah, it's been a very long time though.
You had the choice. You forced my hand. Your soul is now mine.
Is there like a...
Hmm?
I'm just watching my fight with this guy. Okay. Right click. Okay.
I feel your blessings surge within me. Everlasting glory will be ours.
Yo, where's the shipwreck?
Oh,
Steady there, friend. Dying can be a rather harrowing experience the first time one goes through it. You're actually looking quite healthy, all things considered. Luckier than most. not anymore, but you were very much dead for a few minutes there. You've been resurrected, you see. It's quite a lot to take in, I know. You'll find many strange things on Aeternum, and this not dying business is one of them. Yes, the pole of the corruption. It's that damn storm. I can't even count the number of ships it's wrecked. And every sailor coming ashore is corrupted. You're one of the few who came through with your soul intact. Ah, but I forget my manners. Watcher Layson Reese at
We should
your
also friend
service.
up, and then
I
we could
watch
party
the
up,
shores for
do the missions
shipwrecks
together.
and help those like yourself. You're undoubtedly quite shaken by all of this, and probably famished too. Resurrection is taxing on the soul and the body. Unfortunately, we don't keep the watchtower very well stocked. Bring your own meat is the rule. But there are
Just
some nice fat
and this
boar
guy
running
talking to
around
me. There's
nearby.
there's like a playable
Of
character
course,
walking
you're
around.
not
All you see is a
exactly
sword
fit
and
for
shield just
hunting,
hovering
are you?
around.
Yes, you'll need a skinning knife to start, unless you prefer your roasted boar with the skin on. If you'll gather some flint and wood on your way to join me at the watchtower, you can fashion a crude knife at the campfire.
All right, Char, what's your character's name? Press O. Press O. You're safe. So, oh, you're not safe. I wonder if I can find you. All right. Go full heal. Where's inventory? Is a tab? Oh, there we go. Gotta craft. So, here, you just look at mine. So, hit O. Okay, just let me know when you're in town.
Very impressive. One of the nicest crude skinning knives I've seen. You've done this before, haven't you? It's important to know how to provide for yourself here. The wilds of Aeternum can be a very harsh environment. It's reasonably safe up the road in the town of Pridewind, but out here, we're on our own. Yes, it has its own share of troubles, but nothing like what we are seeing here. The persistence
All right,
of this
Brohim, we
storm
gotta
is
dip in
worrisome,
15
to
minutes,
say the
okay?
least. I may very well need your help, but as I promised, we need to get you fed first. Yes, you'll find them snuffling around in the bushes nearby. They're ornery, but I think you can handle it. Go and hunt yourself down a fat one, skin it, and cook yourself a little feast at the campfire.
All right. keep hitting shift to run faster, and all I'm doing is doing a dive roll.
Didn't you know that's faster? I'm joking. It actually isn't, I don't think.
My dash, please fall on deaf ears. Captain Swass will not be swayed from his mad plan. I insist no ship can resist the ravages of the maelstrom. No my arm will protect the hull. No cunning configuration of sail will weather the storm. This is sheer folly. By Yoda kept my life, and I compel my honor to obey his command. I fear we are damned. I can only pray that the vendetta will serve as a warning to others. May God have mercy on our souls. DP. Taste blade, wild boar. Are you in town, Tar? Let's group up. Please friend up. Hit O.
Friendship?
Okay, hit. This is enter player name. Type in choosing Eden. C8 S. There you go. There I am. Hit invite to group. Add friend. Friend invite. We are best buddies forever. There we go.
That smells delicious. And you seem to be feeling better than when you first rejoined the ranks of the living. That's convenient, because I really do need your help to make sure the threat here on the shore is contained.
Ding. Level 4.
We get shipwrecks on these shores now and then. But I've never seen anything like this. The storm, all these ships, and the fact
Ding,
everyone's
he
corrupt
says.
except you. Well, that's the dark side of eternal life, I suppose. You resurrected with your soul intact, but many come back soulless, the lost. Or worse, they return with their souls twisted, possessed by insatiable evil. Those we call the corrupt. Essentially, yes. And the corrupted are relentless, destroying and killing to increase their numbers. Looking at the wreckage of your ship, I suspect that's what's become of the rest of your crew. It's just across the water, and frankly, we need to deal with the corrupted gathering there. I know it's not a pleasant task, but if you can put down some of your former crewmates, it's a start, at least. Oh, excellent! If the corrupted start converging on you in numbers, I suggest you retreat. Either way, keep that blade handy. The last thing we need is for you to be joining their ranks.
They shall ruthlessly strike down their fellows, their path to corruption begun.
All right, Chart. Actually, I'll wait till you're at my point, so I'll just go and I'll wait for you. Well, talk to the guy, and then after that, we go can fight Corrupted together. Right, Honorable Sir. Captain Tavares Vendetta has tasked me with finding a Northman shipman named Dedrick Gunderson. As my understanding, you may be familiar with this man. believe the rumors coming this Northman had become lost are entirely false. I have spoken to a core master who saw him drink in this very establishment. A queer thing for a wither to do, wouldn't you agree? If I may impose upon you, I would request that you send immediate word to Captain Travas to come, should you see this Northman. The captain will make it worth your while. And endeavored to you, Dirtio Pontus, shipwright. Dirtius and Pontus. Alright. Got corrupt. Alright, investigate the corrupted. Then we'll slay the corrupted together. You and me. You and me, Charlie. All corrupted will taste our steel. Oh, there you are. I'm coming. Armor chest. I'm just loot where I'm at. The whole chest to loot. Meat cloth rod. Oh, I see. I just need to find healing objects around. Oh, I'm talking about like a healing staff. To chest the might, we fight. All right, I finished my mission.
Oh Jesus! Pistol shoots fast.
All right, I'm turning in my quest. All right, we got a dip in 6 minutes, my friend.
Oh, well done. It's grim work, I know. But we can't let the corrupted get entrenched down here. Unfortunately, the numbers seem to just keep growing. Several shipwrecks along the shore, and more by the hour. The storm wall is a fact of life here. It completely surrounds the island, wrecking any ships that approach and any that attempt to leave. But this storm, it's unnatural even by Aeternum standards. There must be something, or someone, causing it. I'm not sure, but all this wreckage at the same time, it seems like it must be coordinated somehow. We generally see a new shipwreck only once a season, and even then, there are usually more survivors. That's likely a lost cause. If they're out there, stuck in the midst of the wreckage,
Oh boy, of course they start popping off right when we're losing.
I need to focus on finding the storm's source. And I
Well, that's something to figure out a little later. Just finish the mission. The mission will tell you how to do everything.
Well, I fear you
I also
may
say it
not
because I
fully
forgot.
grasp the danger of such an endeavor.
Been a while.
But I won't hold you back. Just keep that weapon at the ready and take out as many corrupted as you can. If you find survivors, send them here.
The tarnished amulets. Alright, we'll survivals. I'm going to look for survivals now. Actually, Charlie, what we should do, so we get rest bonuses. We should go to the Pyden Hamlet settlement and just log out there. Do you remember what rest bonuses is, right? Means you get double XP when you play.
Does that system exist in New World?
I think so. Oh wait, if you're I think if you're, I'm trying to remember. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll just follow the main mission.
This is only the beginning. All these sailors join our cause. Soon, it will be all of humanity.
You sound like, no joke, like a bad person. A bad person.
Bad person.
Just like the worst. Oh, hey there. Hey there, Charlie.
Implications begin.
Hey mate, can you give a girl a hand here? Red-eyed rotters have me pinned down.
That's new. This is definitely new. This mission especially is totally new.
On the sand. Have my face. I know a safe spot this way. Come on.
You're new. How does that make you
The
feel?
NPC's out of the settlement doing something. What is this? This
What
isn't
is
New
this,
World.
a video game?
This isn't New World. Actually having NPCs doing something, not just staying around. And each looking copy and paste. The old Northman was clearly mad. Pale as a wither, and how stunning he could utter anything other than crazed curses. I saw no evidence of the gifted shipwright he had once been. All I could see was a haunted corpse. He gave it about monster looks in the heart of the storm. Kraken. He called it a beast like a biblical leviathan. After uttering its name, he seized me with an iron grip, pleading with me if his soul depended on it. Do not attempt to leave tonight in the storm! I left the poor wretch with a bottle of rum. I hope never to see him again. DP.
Well now, can't tell you what a relief it was seeing someone who was still human. I was beginning to think I was all alone out here. The rest of the world had gone mad. Perfect. I was betting there'd be some kind of town nearby. Thinking I'd go look for it after I'm done out here. But I'm not about to go walking away from a fleet of freshly crashed boats. Not if I have a choice
Nice.
in the matter.
You got a great sword. Oh, great sword. That's a new item.
This
Two-handed
is my
swords is a new
version,
item.
you know. One thing I've learned, you have to always think ahead, keep an eye on the horizon. And there's booty to be had here. Countless treasures, captain and crew had stashed on board, if you know where to look. Of course. Not like these rotters care a damn for it. And I'll be needing a new ship, a new crew. That takes coin. In fact, if you want to partner up, I'll split the loot 70-30. Or what the hell, 60-40 even. What you say? Then we can head to that watchtower of yours. Ah, that's the spirit. It's a deal. I need to circle back to my own ship to grab what I can, but there's a wreck over there I haven't searched yet. Find the manifest first, then look for whatever's listed. I'll meet you over there. Fortune smile on you, mate.
Might as well rock a rapier for right now.
They shall steal from one another, like rats fighting over scraps.
We set forth from Harfield to hold for cargo, and a handful of uniquely valuable items for pirates to get to the soldiers at the new fort. These items include a silver candelabra from the court of late King Henry the Great, a blessed chalice from Bishop Richella of the Church of Lessoon, and an astrolabe used by Samuel Champion himself during an earlier voyage across the Great Western Ocean. Marcel Dupont. What's up? Nice.
There definitely are new items that are just left right there.
Yep. Oh, and Brohim, we got a dip. So get somewhere safe and let's log out.
Safety?
Safety. All right, where's a fireplace?
No.
All right.
Just letting
I know how it looks. I've used it before.
you know. Time to go.
All right, time to go. All right, log out.
Where's it get safe?
Biomane, New World. Do you want to proceed? Yes. If I die, whatever. All right, Ustin. I love you. I'll catch you tonight.
I have that.
Alright.
Which?
Good night.
Menu. Exit to desktop.
All right, and hit yes.
1 minute in the world. Oh no.